단순 교통검문이 체포로 이어진 두 가지 사건을 소개해드리겠습니다. 2025년 7월 9일 새벽 1시 30분경 플로리다주 플래글러 카운티 보안관 사무소 경관이 도로를 순찰하던 중 뒷번호판이 무언가에 가려져 있던 차량을 발견했고 즉시 교통단속을 실시했습니다.
Can you roll your window down?
No, sir. Can I help you? What did you pull me over for?
I'll explain it to you. You're going to roll your window down.
No, you're going to answer my question first.
You're going to roll your window down or I'm going to open your door.
You are not going to do that.
I am.
No, sir.
Okay. 224, Supervisor en route. Can you roll your window down lower so I can explain to you why I stopped you?
You're not going to force your way into my vehicle. You're not going to attack me.
Can you roll your window down so I can explain to you what happened?
My question, why did you pull
No,
me over?
you're going to do what I tell you. That's not how this works.
Then I'm going to pull you over into a parking space
No, you're
at
not.
the gas station, and you can tell your
No,
supervisor.
you're not going to go anywhere. Stop. Vehicle's taking off, racetrack.
Clear all units, 33 traffic vehicle taking off from the racetrack. What are you charging?
Just resisting. She's trying to back into a parking spot.
She's still in the parking lot.
Dispatch has been updated.
She took off from me, and now she's parked in a racetrack parking spot after I told her not to. Alright, careful. Put her Terminator down behind the tire if you can. I got her semi-blocked in.
Sheriff's office, step out of the vehicle, do it now! Step out of the car!
운전자는 합법적인 교통검문에서 차를 몰아 도주했고 그녀는 차 문을 잠근 채 911에 신고 전화를 걸었습니다.
591, where's the location of your emergency?
Yes, I'm here in Palm Coast at a gas station and I was attempted to, first of all, an officer practically harassed me throughout
Okay, which gas?
Will you please tell them to stop threatening me and, like, making something out to be, like...
Where are you at right now?
I'm being threatened and I don't feel comfortable. I'm at the racetrack on 100 at right by 95. Not
Okay.
the one towards Summer Woods, the one towards the beach.
Okay, at Old Kings?
Yes.
All right, you need to get off the phone with me and you need to speak with law enforcement, okay?
I tried to ask them why they pulled me over. He told me that he was going to force his way into my vehicle, break
Okay.
my window, and
All right.
wouldn't answer any of my questions. I'm, like, shaking in fear now because I have two officers here bombarding my car. I told him that I was going to pull into a parking space and that he could call whoever he was calling. I don't feel comfortable with them, like,
Okay.
shouting orders, possibly pointing guns at me. I don't know because they have all the lights pointed in my eyes.
Okay, there's a supervisor en route over, okay? Hold on.
I'm not opening my door. I'm opening my window anymore for anybody.
Okay, all right. Like I said, a supervisor is en route over to you, okay?
그리고 얼마 뒤 제이콥 경사가 현장에 도착했습니다.
Your time's running out. Roll your window down. Roll it down. All right, look, just roll your window down. We'll talk, okay? Just at work. Just. I tell you what. Hey, hang on. Listen. Just listen to me. Listen to me. I'll tell you. I don't know. I wasn't here. We're gonna break your window out. Here's the deal. Listen to me. Listen to me. If you don't want to talk, okay. Okay. Here, I get it. Listen. Unfortunately, these are your options now. These are your options now, okay? These are your options. You're under arrest and you need to get out. It's either we're going to take you out of the car or you're going to step out on your own. Take your pick. Take your pick. You have 10 seconds to decide and I'm done. Take your pick. The clock's running out. What's it gonna be? You want your car smashed or are you gonna get out? What's it gonna be? You want your window broke or are you gonna get out? Take your pick. Okay. Okay, we're moving in. We're gonna break your window. We're doing it. You're under arrest.
그녀는 계속해서 차에서 내리라는 경관의 지시를 거부했고 경찰은 결국 셔터볼을 꺼내들었습니다.
Hands up.
With your right hand, take your seatbelt off.
She's gonna crawl.
Right hand.
She's gonna crawl to us. Take off your seatbelt. Crawl over here. Do it now. Yes,
Come
crawl
over.
to us. Do it now.
Come over this way. Come over this way. Yeah, we can listen.
There's broken
Huh?
glass everywhere.
All right. Step out.
No, please.
Step out.
Okay, don't be rough with me. Please stop. I haven't even done anything wrong. I haven't done anything
Put your hands on your
wrong.
back.
I didn't even do anything to begin with.
Should have listened. That's what
Listen to what? Aggression?
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Oh my God. Please stop.
Moving for a second, please. Thank you.
You can't puff these in front of me. I have.
Congratulations,
Severe.
Amanda. You turned us into something that really didn't need to be. It's just gonna be. It was all it was gonna be was a warning. Great job, Amanda.
1996년생의 여성 용의자는 정지명령 불응 혐의, 공무집행 방해 혐의, 대마초 소지 혐의, 펜 소지 혐의, 소지 혐의, 오남용 우려가 있는 의약품 물질 소지 혐의, 그리고 마약 도구 소지 혐의로 기소되었고 그녀의 보석금은 7,500달러로 책정되었습니다. 그 다음 사건은 2022년 4월 5일 오리건주 머틀크릭 경찰이 도로를 순찰하던 중 만료된 임시 번호판으로 주행하던 차량을 단속하며 시작되었습니다.
Hi there. Yeah, I'm Officer Kennedy, Myrtle Police earlier in our conversations being recorded, okay?
Yes, it is.
The reason for the stop today is that I noticed your tags are expired. Do you have your license on now? Is that a firearm under your jacket? Don't reach for it, just answer it. I don't know. I'm asking if it's a firearm, so if you reach for it, we have issues.
It is.
Okay, don't ever reach for it, okay? Okay. Will you do me a favor? I'd like to remove that from you.
I would rather remove it myself
Okay,
than
you're not
place
going to
it
do
on
that. You're not going to put a firearm in your
Sir,
hands. Okay, so
I'm-
just hear me
I
out.
am
Stop
not-
talking. Just let me explain, okay? It's for my safety. I don't mean any harm to you.
Excuse me, but it's about my safety.
Okay, I'm not going to hurt you, nor am I putting up an intimidating
Well, I'm
factor.
not
Okay, just
going to
listen.
hurt you.
This is what I would like to do, okay? All I would like you to do is cross your fingers like this, put your hand on your head, and I'd like to just grab and take it out. I'm not going to seize
No,
it or
I
anything
do not
like that.
want my weapon outside of my vehicle.
Where's your ID?
미국 경찰이 합법적으로 누군가를 멈춰 세웠을 때 상대가 무기를 소지하고 있고 자신이나 타인에게 위험을 가할 가능성이 있다고 합리적으로 판단되면 제한된 신체나 주변을 수색하고 무기를 잠시 확보할 수 있습니다.
I do not want my weapon outside of the vehicle.
Where is your
I am
ID?
willing to put my weapon on the dash so that you can clearly
Do not
see it.
touch that gun.
Fine.
Okay.
Then it'll
I'll tell
see
you
where
what.
it's at.
Put the paperwork on the dash for me. Put the paperwork on the dash.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to, and it's a lawful order. Put the paperwork on the dash now, and put your hands on the steering wheel and don't move them. Okay? You're being confrontational. You have a firearm. We're not going to play that game. I'm going to get your name, date of birth, and I'm going to continue my traffic stop. Do you understand that?
I think I'll just plead the fifth.
That's fine. I recommend that. Well, if you're not going to plead the fifth, you're going to need to present me with an ID. Can you point to where your ID is?
No, sir. You told me to put my
I
hands
did,
on the
but
steering
you
wheel.
told me you were going to plead the fifth, which means you're not going to talk anymore. Okay, if you're not going to talk, you can't tell me your name and your date of birth. Does that make sense? So will you tell me your name and date of birth?
Not until I present this paperwork.
Okay. I'm going to get my chief down here for you.
Okay.
Keep your hands right where they're at.
I will keep them there as long as I can.
Okay. Perfect. They need to remain there, and your hand needs to stay away from that.
And I already told you, I will keep them there as long as I can. This is not exactly a comfortable position.
Female's verbally uncooperative.
I am not
got a
uncooperative.
firearm
I
on
am
her hip.
simply answering you without lying. See, you guys always do that. You guys always make something up that isn't there.
What did I make up today, ma'am?
You're saying I'm being confrontational. I'm not being
Okay,
confrontational.
maybe let me
I
use a
am-
different word. Argumentative.
Well, maybe argumentative, but I'd say so are you, because you're not getting everything you want exactly when you want it.
Yeah, because I gotta survive every contact, And
I
I'm going to
understand
get
that.
what I want when there's a firearm involved.
You know what?
It's gonna happen.
I'm sorry, but it's the police that have proved themselves to be unreliable.
Oh yeah? Have you ever met me before?
Yes, I
You've
have.
met me. Where did you meet me?
Matter of fact, really doesn't matter.
Okay, so you haven't met me, so therefore you have no idea whether I'm reliable or not.
All I know is you're wearing a monkey suit.
A monkey suit? I believe it's a police uniform and a badge. But that's fine. I get what you're trying to do. You're mad at the badge, not at me. I'm just trying to go
I
home
don't
every day.
trust the badge.
Okay, you don't have to trust me, but not that I don't trust you, I can't trust you because I don't know you. Okay, I stop hundreds
Okay. that's-
possibly thousands of people every year, and I have to survive each of those contacts for
And I
a
understand
duration of 25 years.
that. I understand that.
I know how to do that, and I know how I want people to react if they do have a firearm, and so that's what I go off of, okay?
And I was willing to compromise with you, but you're not willing to compromise. You want it
What
your
is the
way.
compromise?
I am willing to put it on the dash, or even to allow
Okay.
you to put it on the dash. I
would
not
like to do that.
willing to allow you to remove it from my vehicle.
Okay, I can work with you on that a little bit. If I'm going to put it on your dash, I'm going to unload it first.
That's fine.
Okay, will you put your hands on your head with your fingers crossed so I can remove it from you? Thank you. I appreciate that. Any other firearms with you?
No. Can I put my hands down now?
Yes, ma'am. If you could keep them at least visible, that would be wonderful.
사건이 발생했던 오리건주에서는 면허 없이 총기를 은닉해 소지하는 행위는 불법입니다.
Actually, I'm gonna hold it here until the chief's here. Okay, where's your identification at?
I will just wait for your chief.
Ma'am, is there a reason you're being difficult? I'm trying to give you
quite
every
honestly-
opportunity to...
Quite honestly, I don't feel like repeating myself. And if I go through all this with you, then I have to go over it yet again with the chief.
Okay,
I don't feel like repeating myself.
okay.
So, I am not refusing to identify. I am simply requesting that you take into account that there's more to it than maybe even what you know. I know you're an officer and you think you know all the laws. Sorry,
I
but
don't know all the
nobody
laws.
knows all the laws.
I've never claimed to.
I would certainly hope not, because I feel bad for anybody that has to.
So,
그리고 때마침 서장이 현장에 도착했습니다.
will you roll that window down for the chief so he can hear everything that's being said? So I have the firearm now, it's clear from her. So essentially approached, I know she had the firearm on her hip, not a big deal. I asked her if it was a firearm that she'd point at it or tell me instead of reaching it. She reached for it. Anyway, I asked her to put her hands on her head so I could remove it from her and take it back to my vehicle to secure it during the rest of the stop because she's mildly argumentative. She refused to do that. We ended up coming to a compromise. She let me take it off her and unload it. So it's been a bit of a confrontation. I've asked her for a license multiple times. She said she wouldn't give it until you got here, so that's where we're at. So can I have your license?
I don't want to repeat myself.
Okay, can I have your license, please?
Okay, just real quick, ma'am, just so you know, my name is Chief Brewster. Let you know I got my camera going too, so it is recording, okay?
Okay. I've got my camera recording as well.
Okay.
Now, as I told you before I relinquish my information, I am going to go over this paperwork.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay? As you're asking me for my driver's license, I do want you to know that the right of the citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property thereon by horse-drawn carriage, wagon, or automobile is not a mere privilege which may be permitted or prohibited at will, but a common right which he has under his right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Ma'am, this has already been
Constitutional
squashed in the U.S.
guarantee
Supreme
may,
Court, so.
Therefore, under normal conditions, travel at his inclination along the public highways or in public places, and while conducting himself in an orderly and decent manner, neither interfering with nor disturbing another's rights. He will be protected, not only in his person, but in his safe conduct. And I can give you where to find that if you would like.
Man, we don't need to. The U.S. Supreme Court has already squashed that, so you do.
No, the U.S. Supreme Court has not.
Yes, they have, and you do have a right to travel. You have a right to travel by your feet or your horse, but you have to have a driver's license if you're gonna. Okay, we can argue this later. So you need to provide the officer with your driver's license, or you will be arrested for failure to carry and present.
For what crime?
Failed to carry and present a driver's license. That's a Class C misdemeanor in the state of Oregon.
Without a crime, it is not a failure.
So you have to let go of it. You have to present
Why
it to.
Why do I have to let go of it? Because I presented it. You can see it.
Do you have a concealed handgun license with you?
No,
Okay. Do you have insurance for the vehicle?
not required.
Okay.
Good. Whether you feel it's required or not, do you have insurance information? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Do you have registration information? Whether it's required in your opinion or not, do you have...
I don't know if it's here in the car or not.
Okay, so you just don't know. Okay, that's fine. I'll be back.
경찰이 그녀의 신원을 조회한 결과 그녀는 불과 몇 개월 전에도 정지된 면허로 운전하다 체포된 뒤 유죄 판결을 받은 전력이 있었습니다.
Do you know if she has a CCW?
So I believe she's a registered owner. That was part of the... Anyway, I didn't see one show up. I don't know. Let me check now. This guy. She doesn't know. Okay. Sure. Seems to get along with her.
Hey, Gina.
Yeah.
So this is the deal, okay? I need you to step out of the vehicle because you're being placed under arrest for carrying a concealed firearm.
You're placing me under arrest for a concealed firearm.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask what led you to that decision?
Okay, well, you're carrying a concealed firearm, and that's a crime in Oregon.
Ma'am, do you recall I asked you if that was a gun underneath your jacket?
And I said yes.
Okay, so by me not being able to tell whether it was a gun or not, it was not in open plain view, right? Okay, so it would have been concealed if I can't tell that it's a gun.
You could obviously see the butt of it.
If you got your sweatshirt covering that gun, it's concealed. An open carry is open carry. Nothing obstructing the firearm or the holster that it's in.
So had it been on the dash or like flat on the passenger seat,
Or had it been on your side without a sweatshirt covering it, that's not concealed. But you have it under
So
clothing,
now
that's
you guys
concealed.
want to nitpick.
and additionally, it's also a crime to present me with a driver's license knowing that it's suspended. I see you were convicted of driving while suspended in December, late December of 2021, which was only a few months ago. Additionally, you haven't been reinstated at all since then, so there's a pretty good inclination that you knew you were suspended and knew that license was not valid. That's also a crime in the state of Oregon.
You're making assumptions.
No, that's...
You're making assumptions.
Oh, as far as your knowledge
you're
of that?
assuming whether I knew or did not know.
Right, I never said I knew for a fact. Okay? I'm not in your mind, I can't know that. But there's pretty good evidence to show that you likely knew. But additionally from that, for the concealed firearm, yes, you are under arrest. So we just need you to step out. We don't want it to be incident or anything. Just ask you to step out and face the panel up there for us, please.
Yeah, you guys looked for the most petty thing that you could to arrest me for.
Okay, well, we didn't
And
look
I'm willing
for
to bet that in the process, you guys have got a whole lot of other things going on. So before we jump to that, I'd like to know what I was pulled over for.
I told you were stopped for expired tags. Okay, additionally, the registered owner of the vehicle is suspended. It appeared to look similar to you based off the picture I pulled up before I stopped you. But in and of itself, I can stop you if the registered owner of the vehicle is suspended and the description would match. Additionally, you have a light housing on the back here that's broken. But, I mean, we can point at things, but I don't want to nitpick with you. I don't want to argue with you. Okay, this is kind of what we're going to do. You're obviously very familiar with the courts. You referenced the Supreme Court earlier in the stop, okay? So you know that that's the place to argue this stuff. So at this point, that's why you're under arrest, okay? So we're going to ask that you step out. We don't want an argument with you. We don't want any altercation. So your car, so you were convicted of driving while suspended recently. So
you have no insurance on the vehicle.
You guys have no legal right to tell it.
Okay, again, you can argue that in court.
But I'm talking to you now.
Okay, this isn't the place for these arguments, okay, ma'am? So I'm going to ask you to go ahead and step out of the vehicle. And if you refuse
I will
to...
step out of the vehicle. However, the U.S. Supreme Court has already ruled that a vehicle is a household effect. Therefore, you have no right to tow it.
Okay. Again, you can argue that in court. You can argue that, you can file lawsuits, you can do what you like. This is my job. I am educated, I'm informed, I get the training on laws and court rulings.
But that does not mean that you know all the laws.
Okay.
And that does not mean that you are kept up to date on the U.S. Supreme Court's rulings.
Right. So I'm pretty kept up to date. And again, if I'm wrong, I'll eat crow later. Okay. But this isn't the place for it.
Eating crow later is not going to help me.
Okay. Well, it might. So, go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead and step out of the vehicle. You are under arrest.
You guys are taking something that you have no legal right to take.
Again, not the place for the argument.
I have not even said that I'm going to tow it yet, but we need you to step out now so we can get you in custody safely, and then we'll go from there. So please face that way. Please face that way and put your hands behind your back.
Ow.
Good.
Would you please
Do you need
be
two
gentle?
sets of cuffs?
I have a right shoulder injury.
Okay.
So
Chief, will you
please
hold
be
this
gentle.
arm? We'll put 2 sets of cuffs on you.
And please
We'll do our very best. I'm only limited by these 2 cuffs. I'll have you walk back this way with me. To the front of my car here.
And by the way, I do not consent to any searches or seizures.
I figured. That's totally fine. The best way is going to be to get up as close to that corner as you can, face me, and then sit back, and then swing your legs in. Just do your best. You can take as much time as you need.
Officer, you're going to have to help me.
Okay, how would you like me to help you? Would you like me to hold pressure on your back so you can slowly go in?
Do you want me to hold onto your sweatshirt like this?
That'll work.
Okay. Just slowly lean down.
As slow as you need.
A little more, yep.
Okay.
Keep going. There we go.
Very good. Watch your
Yep.
head. Watch your head.
Okay, so your head should be clear now. And I'll give you some time to get your legs in.
It's not as easy as
I know, it's difficult.
Okay, this is...
You want me to go on the other side and pull on you?
Can you push my feet up?
Yep. There we go. I'll hopefully sit you up. Perfect. There we go. Okay, would you like a window down?
No, thank you.
So on her CCH, she's got pretty lengthy for a lot of driving stuff while suspended criminals. She does have a weapon conviction back in 2001. She was acquitted on it. And then there's a child neglect conviction, a forgery, but it doesn't show a conviction. So that was actually a felony. So I don't know what happened with the case.
She's going to go to jail today.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll wait here and be delayed on my lunch. No, it's all right. All right, you bet.
그녀는 지역 구치소로 이송된 후 정지된 면허로 운전한 혐의와 불법 은닉 총기 소지 혐의로 기소되었고 보석금은 12,500달러로 책정되었습니다. 하지만 공식 법원 기록을 조회한 결과 이번 사건에 대한 최종 기록은 찾아볼 수 없었고 아마도 기소 취하를 거쳐 기록이 완전히 말소된 것으로 추정됩니다. 그리고 2026년 4월 24일 그녀는 술에 취해 이웃과 싸우다 이웃이 살고 있던 트레일러에 불을 질렀다고 합니다. 그녀는 당시 현장에서 범행을 자백했고 3건의 중범죄 방화 혐의, 재물 손괴 혐의, 그리고 타인에 대한 위험을 초래한 혐의로 체포되었습니다. 그녀의 보석금은 10만 달러로 책정되었고 이 사건은 최고 징역 수십 년까지 나올 수 있는 무거운 사건이었으나 그녀는 불과 일주일 만에 풀려났고 모든 혐의가 기소 취하되며 또다시 허무하게 사건이 종결되었습니다.
If I'm wrong, I'll eat crow later. If I'm wrong, I'll eat crow later. If I'm wrong, I'll eat crow later.
직역하면 까마귀를 먹겠다는 뜻이고 까마귀 고기는 맛이 없고 먹기 싫은 것이라는 인식에서 유래된 표현입니다. 따라서 나의 틀렸음을 인정하고 굴욕을 감수하겠다고 말할 때 사용할 수 있습니다.
If this plan fails, I'll eat crow in front of everyone. Instead of making excuses, just eat your crow and move on. Just eat crow and tell her you're sorry. If I'm wrong, I'll eat crow later. I was wrong about the directions. Time to eat crow.